Hello, everyone, and welcome to Martin's Home and Gardens Houseplant of the Week. This week, we are in full swing with spring here, so we have gotten truckload after truckload of plants, not just houseplants, pretty much everything. So it's really exciting around here right now. We've got tons of interesting plants, and among those, and among all of the cool plants that I got with my houseplant shipments last week, I got fruiting olive trees. These are a super trendy houseplant right now. Part of that is because they have this really beautiful foliage that's kind of unlike most houseplants. Most things you see have that really big leaf, just very dark green, woody stem. But these are they have this light bark texture and also color. But then they also have this foliage that starts off a very nice light green whenever it's juvenile, and then it turns this deep green that almost looks kind of like bluish gray. So these trees kind of add that Mediterranean Tuscan feel to your house, which in the South, we would love because, I mean, who wouldn't? It's also cool because with COVID, most people can't just take off and go to the Mediterranean. So why wouldn't you want to get a tree that makes you feel like that in your house? So when you get down to care, it's really important to know where they're from. So they do like that nice arid environment with the dry air, which is one reason why olive plants or olive trees can be grown indoors. They like the temperature of our house on average, like something like 70 degrees is perfect for them. And they like the dry air, kind of different than most other houseplants because other houseplants might need to be misted. These don't. They don't need to be watered too much because they do like it dry. They like for the water to be able to go through the soil really well. So cactus mix is really important, and allowing the top 2 inches of soil to dry out in between watering is pretty important for these plants. They also like a lot of light. So in nature, they like to have full sun, which means about 6+ hours of light. So in your house, you want to try to give them as much as humanly possible. So basically, finding a nice sunny south-facing window will be really good for olive trees. If you want them to fruit, though, you will have to put them outside for a few months. It just kind of depends on if you want them to fruit or not. Not everybody does. Not everybody likes olives. So if you don't like olives, then you don't really have to worry about it fruiting. But they are a really good option if you want an indoor plant that you can put outside, get some fruit from it, and then put it inside and have something really pretty. Um, these trees only get to about 6 feet tall if you get the dwarf variety, or 10 feet tall if you get the standard. That makes them a really good house plant for your house. And also, if you're someone who doesn't like to make a very long-term commitment, you can get these trees because they only last about 8 or 9 years indoors, and then they are done. That's their life cycle. So that's kind of why they don't get as tall as the plants outside in their native habitat, is because they only have a few really good years of growth before they're done. So these plants are a really good option for your house because they look really interesting. They're not super hard to take care of, and they have a very different kind of texture than most other houseplants. They're super trendy right now, and they go really fast when they're in store. So if you're interested in olive plants, ask us a question if I didn't get everything, and come in and see us and check out our olive trees. See y'all next week.